You don't notice it immediately. That's the painful part. There's no dramatic moment where life suddenly warns you. It happens quietly. Your father takes a little longer to stand up from the couch. Your mother asks you the same question twice. Gray hair slowly replaces black hair. Their energy changes. Small things, easy to ignore. So you ignore them because life keeps moving. Work, bills, stress, deadlines, notifications, distractions. Every day starts feeling automatic. Wake up, check your phone, rush through the day. Tell yourself you'll call your parents later. Later becomes tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Then suddenly months disappear. And one random evening you finally go home again. At first, everything feels normal. Same house, same smell, same dinner table, same old television sound in the background. But something feels different. Your mother walks slower than before. Your father looks smaller somehow. Older. That word hits you harder than expected. Older. For the first time in your life, you realize your parents are not permanent, and that realization sits heavily in your chest the entire night. Your mother keeps asking if you're eating properly, if work is stressful, if you're sleeping enough, the same questions she always asked, but this time they feel different, softer, like she's trying to keep the conversation going a little longer. Your father talks about random things, the weather, neighbors, politics, normal, boring conversations. But while listening, you suddenly notice something painful. He repeats the same story again, then again, and nobody points it out. Not your mother, not you. Because everyone noticed already. Nobody wants to admit it out loud. That night, you lie awake in your childhood room, staring at the ceiling. Everything inside the room still feels frozen in time. The old posters, the desk, the scratches on the wall. But outside that room, life kept moving. Your parents kept getting older while you were busy trying to survive your own life. And somehow that realization hurts more than expected. Because in your mind, parents always stay the same. When you're younger, they feel permanent, almost superhuman, like they'll always be there waiting for you, until one random moment changes the way you see them forever. The next morning, you wake up early. You walk into the kitchen and see your father sitting silently near the window, drinking coffee alone. For a second, you just stand there, watching him, quietly. He looks tired, not physically, the deeper kind of tired adults carry silently for years. And suddenly, you realize something painful. Your parents spent most of their lives worrying about money, worrying about your future, worrying about keeping everything together while pretending everything was fine. As a child, you never noticed any of it, because good parents hide suffering extremely well. That realization creates a strange kind of guilt inside you. Guilt for all the times you were too busy, too distracted, too focused on your own problems to notice time passing. Meanwhile, your parents were aging quietly in the background of your life. Then your father looks at you and smiles softly. You're awake early. Such a simple sentence, but hearing it hurts for some reason, because suddenly you can hear time inside his voice. And for the first time, time feels terrifying. For years, you lived like there would always be more time, more conversations, more dinners together, more weekends, more chances. But now, time suddenly feels visible, and once you notice that, you can never unsee it. After breakfast, everything feels normal again. That's what hurts. Your mother cleans the kitchen slowly. Your father watches television quietly. The clock keeps ticking like nothing changed. But now you notice everything. The way your father pauses before standing up, the way your mother holds the railing while walking downstairs, the silence between conversations. Small things suddenly feel loud. And deep down, you realize these changes didn't happen suddenly. You were just too distracted to notice them before. That thought follows you the entire day. While sitting together in the living room, your father falls asleep in the chair for a few minutes. And somehow that simple image hurts more than expected. Because when you were younger, your parents always seemed strong, always moving, always busy, always there. Now they look tired. Not weak, just worn down by life. Then your mother asks quietly, "Are you leaving tonight?" Such a simple question, but underneath it, you hear something painful. Hope. like she already expects you to leave quickly again. That feeling sits heavily in your chest because you suddenly realize your parents spent most of their lives watching you grow up, while you barely noticed them growing old. That night, you sit alone looking through old family photos, birthdays, vacations, school memories, and for the first time, you understand something painful. One day, these ordinary moments will only exist as memories. Your mother calling your name from another room, your father watching television quietly, coming home and seeing both of them there. One day, all of it disappears, and suddenly, time feels terrifying. The next morning feels different, not because the house changed, because you changed. You stop rushing. For once, you leave your phone behind and sit with your parents quietly during breakfast. No distractions, no fake urgency, just conversation. Your mother smiles more than usual. Your father talks slowly about random memories you've heard 100 times before, but this time you listen carefully, because now you understand something you ignored for years. One day you'll wish for moments like this again, even the ordinary ones, the boring conversations, the quiet mornings, the sound of your parents moving around the house. One day, all of it becomes priceless. Before leaving, your mother fixes your shirt like she used to when you were younger. Such a small thing, but suddenly it almost breaks you because for a second you feel like a child again. And maybe that's what hurts most about growing older, realizing your parents are growing older too. Your father walks you to the door. He tells you to drive safely, to eat properly, to not work too hard. Normal parent sentences. But this time they feel heavier, because now you hear love hidden inside every word. As you drive away, you look at the house through the mirror one last time, and for the first time in your life, you realize home is temporary too. That realization stays with you afterward. You start calling more often, visiting more, paying attention, not because life suddenly slowed down, but because you finally understand something important. The people you love are aging while life distracts you. And if you're not careful, one day you'll wish you had one more dinner, one more conversation, one more ordinary day together. That's why some moments deserve your full attention before they become memories.